The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, firefighters battle an early morning blaze in Invercargill, causing a child to be rushed to hospital with major burns. A Queenstown landscaping company takes out a top national prize, maintaining gardens with their beautiful designs. And a Dunedin artist teaches school pupils some riveting new techniques, using their art to restore an old building. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. A 10-year-old Invercargill boy is in a serious condition with burns after an historic building went up in flames this morning. A fire gutted the old Pall Mall arcade building, leaving firefighters battling the blaze throughout the early hours.
The charred exterior of a once grand 19th century Invercargill building. The Pall Mall arcade building went up in flames in the early hours of Wednesday morning, with 8 fire crews and a ground unit called to the scene just before 1 a.m. The blaze was well involved by the time emergency services arrived, with fire crews still dampening the flames in the D Street building into the daylight.
It's not completely out at this stage, but we can't start our investigation until it's safe to do so. Structural engineers on their way in conjunction with council.
A couple in their 60s lost everything in the blaze, living in the building alongside having their bookstore based in there as well. Metres high flames were streaming from the windows of the 1860s building, which is believed to have been sparked by an electrical fire inside their grandson's room.
The fire at this stage has not been classified as suspicious, but again the investigation is still continuing.
Around 6 people were evacuated and treated for smoke inhalation, with the 10-year-old grandson being rushed to Dunedin Hospital in a serious condition. A Give a Little page has been launched in an effort to help the couple rebuild their lives. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Demolition work on the former warehouse site in central Dunedin is now underway, making way for the new Otago Regional Council headquarters. Contractors are busy removing the existing cladding and roofing on the McLagan Street site this week, stripping the building back to its bare bones. The site will be transformed into new council chambers with office spaces and work areas for ORC staff. The council has extended the lease on its current offices in Rattray Street until the new headquarters is up and running. The new premises should be open by late 2025. A Queenstown landscaping company does more than just rip out your weeds. They've created one of the top gardens in the country. Diva Landscapes just claimed the national prize for best garden maintenance, taking home the premier honours for their natural-looking design.
A garden that sticks out from the rest. The Smallbrook Resort property won Queenstown's Diva Landscapes a national award for best garden maintenance. Their work on the garden netted them the premier honours at the Landscapes of Distinction Awards in Dunedin last Saturday. The landscaping company also took home a gold medal for their work on the Drift Bay lakefront. Managing Director Simon Levisage says winning an industry award is a confidence boost for both him and his team, proving they're competing well against their rival companies.
We're really stoked. Yeah, we're really happy about it. It's our third year entering the awards. So to get a couple of gold medals and then in particular winning our category, so getting that Premier Award was a surprise and a great one to get.
He believes the reason their work stands out from others is their attention to detail on the gardens themselves, along with their strong management plans. The award-winning garden is made mostly of native pallet that is less manicured than usual, crafting it to the natural look the client desires.
But having said that, we do still have manicured topiary contrasting with the very natural forms and shapes of the flax and the tussock and the other natives that are in the gardens.
He says with their new in-house designer, the company will be gunning for the Design Award in 2024, as well as their bread and butter, the Garden Maintenance Honours. In Queenstown, the South Today.
A well-known Kiwi children's storybook just got a major facelift, with the Wonky Donkey now speaking another language.
A childhood classic now has a new look. The award-winning children's book Wonky Donkey has been translated into Te Reo Māori ahead of Māori Language Week. Originally released in 2009, the book has sold over 5 million copies worldwide and has been translated into around 10 languages, including Braille. Author Craig Smith is delighted to finally have the book in Te Reo, wishing it could have been translated into the Māori language even sooner.
You know, being Te Reo Maori, it's really exciting for me. My daughter is part Māori and I know it's really important to keep their culture.
The book was blessed earlier this week by local kaumātua Darren Riwi at Queenstown Primary, which was a blast from the past for Smith, returning to the school he attended nearly 50 years ago. In Queenstown, the South Today.
A Dunedin artist is honing some primary school pupils' creative skills in an effort to save an old building in Port Chalmers. The riveting art project will be part of an exhibition next month in an effort to save the old Sims engineering site and bring it back to life.
Dunedin artist Robert Scott passing down his artistic techniques through the generations. These pupils from Ravensbourne Primary School are one of many schools taking part in a collaborative art project showcasing their work in the Rivets and Steel exhibition. The artwork will be displayed in Scott's PC Art Gallery in Port Chalmers, using the artwork to raise money for the restoration of the old Sims engineering site.
We'll be assembling all these pieces, so there'll be about 75 pieces, and we're going to magically display them so they look amazing.
He's teaching the children how to create art by riveting metal, giving them an insight into a historic process. The pupils drew their own designs onto these aluminum plates, using the old technique to tell the story of the engineering site's past.
In the process, we hope that they get a bit of understanding and love for things that have gone on in the past in this area.
Money raised from the exhibition will go towards cleaning up the site, making it safe to be transformed into a multi-purpose space for performing arts. This is the first school Scott has visited on his artistic venture. The exhibition, filled with children's work from around Dunedin, is set to be displayed in early October. In Dunedin, the South Today.
FI Yakane still to come on the South Today. Netballers and their supporters descend on Dunedin for the Open Champs, and Bulletin plays host to a massive cavi competition.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Sharp shooting and fast-paced action is on display at the Edgar Centre, with dozens of tall women taking to the court for a national tournament. This year's Netball New Zealand Open Champs are well underway, featuring fierce competition from across the motu.
Cambridge attackers shooting nothing but net, edging ahead against Central Lakes. There's shouting, shoe squeaking and whistle blowing ringing out through Dunedin's Edgar Centre this week for the 2023 Netball New Zealand Open Championships. The tournament is sponsored by Netball Smart, providing an opportunity for up-and-coming players as well as premiership netballers to showcase their skills at a national level.
We've got under 18s and then we've got the NNL and the ANZP. There is a gap in the middle, so this helps fill that gap. Because these people are key people for netball, because these are possibly the people that will end up staying involved in the sport, engage with the sport.
19 teams from across the country are competing in the event, displaying the region's top talent from as far north as North Harbour all the way down to Invercargill.
Players really love playing netball, so when they've got the opportunity to come together, meet other people, put their netball out on the court, it's a win for all.
The Netball New Zealand Open pool stages got the starting whistle on Tuesday, with the playoffs and grand final set to take place on Saturday. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Guinea pig enthusiasts from up and down the country descended on the small rural town of Bulletin at the weekend. More than 100 spruced up cavi were on display at the national show, competing for prizes awarded by international judges.
All groomed and ready for judging. The annual National Guinea Pig Show was held in Bulletin over the weekend, attracting more than 100 entries. The small furry creatures were competing for a number of ribbons and trophies, with 2 Swedish experts judging the competition, fresh from officiating in Australia.
It's like any competition, whether it's cats, poultry, livestock. There are different breeds, and those breeds are grouped together. And each of those groups and breeds have a judging standard that the judges are looking at the animal for.
The annual event was hosted by the Garden City Cavi Club, with the show held alternately each year between the North and South Islands. Lenny says even though cavi lovers aren't great in number, they are dedicated to the care and well-being of the small creatures.
Keeping animals, it's a huge responsibility. So while we'd love to see growth and more interest in it, it's always important that those who take it on are very responsible and understand how important welfare is.
He says guinea pig enthusiasts are a close-knit and passionate community, with their shared passions forming some strong friendships.
It ticks a whole lot of boxes. There's the community that comes with it, and honestly that's probably a huge part of it. So yeah, multifaceted like any interest. It just happens to be guinea pigs.
Lenny says there were a reasonable amount of spectators over the weekend, hoping the show will attract more numbers to their niche hobby. In Christchurch, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. An Invercargill fire gutted the Pall Mall arcade building this morning, leaving a 10-year-old boy in a serious condition. Queenstown's Diva Landscapes claimed a Premier Award, winning Best Garden Maintenance in the country. And a Dunedin art exhibition in collaboration with school children hopes to revive the old Sims engineering site. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening, Hannah.
What can we expect in tomorrow's paper?
Well, we'll have a follow-up on that CBD fire in Invercargill that you just mentioned there. We've also got follow-up and further rumblings from the Strathtyre Community Board with what its chairman may or may not have said. Some of the more details have come out, and there's still a lot of fallout to come from that one, I think. Okay. We've got a story about someone whose interaction with the police has not gone well, and they're possibly laying a complaint about it.
Right.
We've got quite a heartwarming story about a woman who's used DNA to trace her whakapapa and worked out what her ancestry and lineage is.
Yes, lovely.
And our arts section runs tomorrow, and we've got a football performer who's one of Dunedin's greatest Indian dance performers.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, we look forward to reading. Thank you for sharing this evening, Mike.
Thank you.
Well, time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, well, after what's been a stunning day today for most, expect some colder southwesterly winds at times tomorrow, but the warmer northerly airflow will be developing again from Friday. Heading to the top of the South Island. Southwesterlies, but otherwise fine in Nelson with 16 tomorrow. Greymouth is clear and windy with a high of 15, while Christchurch looks lovely with light winds and 19 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Southwesterlies and a fine Thursday through here with 17 in Ashburton, 16 degrees for Timaru and 15 the high for Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Nice and fine with a bit of wind at times and a clean sweep of 15s for Queenstown, Wanaka and Alexandra. Heading further south. Clear skies with southwest winds through here tomorrow with highs of 14 degrees in Gore, Balclutha and the Catlins. Across to Invercargill, some showers tonight and down to 10 degrees. Tomorrow's a bit showery too with cool winds and 13 as the top temperature. Then Friday's warm and sunny with northerlies and a gorgeous 19 degrees. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Northerlies with a low of 10 tonight. Thursday's cloudy to start with southwesterlies before a sunny afternoon with 14 degrees. And Friday brings plenty of sunshine and warm winds are back with 15 as the high. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And you can also follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
My mate John's taken the extra prices this weekend, so you'll save big, really big, giant savings! Plus pay it off with over 36 months interest-free.
And my mate John.
UPVC Windows and Doors is a local Dunedin company who manufacture, install and service everything they make. Sign up this month for a free glass upgrade. Call UPVC Windows and Doors today.
Passion,
Drama, competition,
rivalry,
marketing, numbers,
atmosphere,
power, fight, attack,
intuition,
love, hate, money,
cash,
millionaires,
fans,
and fans.
Oh boy.